for dinner last night at the in-laws, but it all worked out. Can honestly say I haven't had sugary foods, or I mean I can honestly say I had a couple rum balls. I had a couple of those little chocolate circles with like the nugget and stuff inside. Um, let's see what else I had. There was I had a glass of eggnog. I had like a scoop of potatoes, things, carbs and stuff that I normally wouldn't have. I definitely had last night. Car guy, good morning. And just that alone, just those couple little pieces of chocolate and three rum balls that I had, um, and the scoop of potatoes, I put on like 3 pounds overnight just from carbs and sugar. So that alone was I put on 3 pounds just from that little of carbs and sugar, which is, it just goes to show you right there how much water your body retains when you have things like carbs and sugar. So now what I'm doing is I'm just basically wearing it off. I'm gonna do some arm workout this morning and kind of pay attention. You guys got any? I'm talking about that right now, light storm. um, I had, like I was saying when I started this video, I had two of those little holiday chocolate balls that come in a different wrappers. Some of them are dark chocolate, some of them are milk chocolate, some of them whatever. It's I had a couple of those. Then I had three rum balls. I had a giant scoop of potatoes, but I couldn't eat a whole lot last night because I didn't feel good. I had like a real bad. Over the last couple of days, my wife's been sick, and I think she's starting to get better. The doctor just put her on amoxicillin because the congestion and the pressure behind the eyes started turning into what would be a sinus infection. Um, and then as she was taking the amoxicillin, I started feeling the same thing, pressure behind my eyes and my nose and stuff. So yesterday morning, the doctor prescribed me amoxicillin. We sent him a message in the app, and he got back to me right away. Or he sent the prescription in right away. So I started taking the amoxicillin yesterday. I took one in the early afternoon and then one last night before bed. And I'm already starting to feel like everything's clearing up. So it was hard for me to eat last night. I was kind of nauseous. I didn't eat a whole lot. I ate like 2 or 3 slices of ham, a scoop of potatoes, and that's really all I can handle. We didn't even go get like dessert or anything like that. It's just I couldn't handle any more than that, just because my stomach was so upset. We opened gifts. My father-in-law got me a CC fillet knife, carving knife. It's one of those battery-operated deals that I got it. Where is it? I got it over there. It's sitting on top of the toolbox. That blue long. It's got different blades and stuff in it. Really nice. Since I've got into fishing the last few years, yeah, truck's all right. Truck's fine. Um, Tater tots and a Twix was for supper. Well, you didn't have much of an appetite at all, did you? So, anyhow, it was nice being with the family and stuff. A little hiccup because just me not feeling good and kind of under the weather last night. I wasn't as joyful as I would have liked to have been. And when I get sick, I'm not a person that likes to be taken care of. I just don't. I don't like people babying me and stuff like that. Some guys and girls, when they some men and women, when they get sick, they turn into big babies and want to be taken care of. And I'm just, yeah, I'm in the man cave right now. This is the garage. uh, so this is my little getaway. It's not just a garage. I kind of have trinkets and stuff and odds and ends all over the place. It's been unorganized for the last couple weeks, 3-4 weeks, something like that. I got to get these tables out of here and get everything put away. Get the Christmas stuff that we didn't use put back up top in the garage, the attic. I just don't have the motivation to do it right now. I'm not really interested in doing it. I'm more interested in working out and just doing the family thing. And then I ended up getting some. Oh yeah, no, I did have I had a packet of gummies. The gummy. It was called a gummy taco. I like gummies. Gummies are like my thing. A Reese's candy, and then anything like gummy worms, sour, sweet, doesn't matter what it is. I love that stuff. And my wife got me a gummy taco. It was a taco filled with different gummies, like spaghetti gummy type material, gummy bears, gummy worms, gummy pieces, and I did eat that. So that is one thing. And I think I gained close to 3 pounds just from that little bit that I ate last night. So this morning I woke up, I actually crapped twice, which is odd for me because I never do that. It was bad. This morning I got up and my body was trying to push all that stuff out of me. So I went, and then 20 minutes later I went again, and I was like, uh-oh, my body's not liking the sugar and this carbs and stuff. It's not doing so hot. I guess JCast says chocolate affecting him bad lately. Let's get ready to rum ball. Man, the rum balls are good. I tell you what, I could eat. I could probably eat enough of them to make me sick. That's for sure. My mother-in-law makes those rum balls. I'm sure my wife knows how to make them too. But they're just delicious. They are freaking delicious. Found out what was wrong with your car. Cats were dirty. Merry Christmas, everybody. Prepper's on here right now. He says Merry Christmas to everybody. So anyhow, that's that. I got a new toy in. I got a Christmas present for myself. I wanted one of those easy curl straps. I'm gonna take a chance to use that this morning. You like the gummies from that one store? Like the ones that make you feel good kind of gummies? So, you remember old school? Calories in versus calories out. Lift weights and walking is the best cardio for you. To an extent, that would be correct. Jesse, it's not always calories in versus calories out. Like a lot of people like to say that, and the theory in general is correct, but it doesn't always work that way. People's metabolic rates are different. People respond to things different. If everything was calories in versus calories out, I literally could go eat whatever I wanted, and as long as I burned more calories than what I took in, I should ideally lose weight, and it actually doesn't happen that way. 100 calories of broccoli is not the same thing as 100 calories of Skittles. It's not. Your body reacts different. Your hormones react different. I don't want to jump on the bandwagon and just seem like a soap opera, but calories in versus calories out a lot of times can be the most inaccurate way of explaining how to get healthy or fit, or how the body actually reacts to things. It's just honestly not true, to be honest with you. The theory is, and it does work for some people, but the majority of people have been overweight and unhealthy for so long, they have metabolic conditions that they don't even understand, or they've never even been checked, and it just doesn't work for them the same way. I appreciate that. I'm trying to do great. I'm trying to mainly get my carbs from complex carbs, from green veggies, maybe sometimes a scoop of potatoes from time to time, and I just stay with healthy, real fats and protein. It's the type of calories that you're eating. So if you wanted to gain weight, Wrench, there's other ways where I've actually helped people gain weight purposely, but it's somebody like yourself that can eat 4 calories a day or 4,000 calories a day, and you're thin and you're not putting weight on. That tells me you have an extremely fast metabolic rate. And on top of that, if you did purposely want to gain weight, you're eating the wrong things to gain weight. So, anyway, I got myself a gift, and I wanted one of the old school easy curl. You guys remember this? Some of you OGs on here that have been around for a while. Back in the day, how I used to see the older guys in the gym, they'd throw one of these on, and they'd sit here with their arms out in front of them. It won't let you bring your arms back, so you force yourself in an outright position, and you can't cheat. It's like no matter what, even if you try to cheat, it's almost impossible. You have to throw your whole body into it to cheat. I wanted one of these really bad, and I got one. Found it. And I want to give it a go this morning. It's got a locking tab on the side. You can pull through here if I can figure out how to pull it through. And then you adjust it to the level you want it. Merry Christmas, everyone. Lose fat, but don't lose muscle, folks. That's pivotal. Yeah, and in order to stay on par, you really need the right amount of protein. That's critical. Is protein and healthy fats, but healthy fats to me may not be the same as healthy fats to you. Years ago, they would tell you to stay away from animal fats because it's saturated fats, but now they're starting to say saturated fats aren't actually as bad as you think they are because it comes from a natural source instead of being manufactured in a freaking lab and everything else like some of this other crap is. People love vegetable oil, which vegetable oil is like one of the worst things for you. Seed oils, also another thing that's very inflammatory. It's not healthy for you at all, but people love seed oil. The best oils for you are natural oils that don't have to be highly processed, like olive oil, beef tallow, pork fat, pork tallow, whatever you want to call it, avocado oil, normal, real oils, not hydrogenated junk crap that's made in a lab. Vegetable oils are absolute trash. Seed oils are trash. Corn oil and stuff is trash. All that stuff is trash, and people constantly use that stuff during the holidays, not knowing that it's actually a disgusting oil to use. Now I want to get this easy curl bar set up here. Come on. Frick. I'm going to start out with some lighter weight first because this might I might have to get used to this thing again. Keto a couple years ago, but ended up losing too much weight. You just need low carbs and high animal protein. I mean, low carbs to an extent is accurate, but it's not just low carb. Everybody has a specific threshold. Like keto, they give you a rule of thumb, 50 carbs or less. Well, then some people will say total, or are we subtracting fiber and sugar alcohols, and then we can go up even more. The strict people would say total 50. People that are not strict would say, no, you don't have to count sugar alcohols and you can subtract the fiber and stuff from your carb count. Ideally, overall, each person is different. So the goal, they say, is to be in ketosis. I'm a huge proponent of the carnivore diet and the ketogenic diet, but also at the same time do agree I'm not one of these die-hard, you can't call it a diet, it's a lifestyle. Come on, blow it out your ass. Everything that we do is a diet. It's a pattern of living and eating, and every animal and every being has a pattern of living and being. So I'm not one of these people that are the purists that live and die by the sword of you got to call keto the dirt. It's like a cult almost sometimes, and it's absolutely ridiculous. You are on a diet, is a pattern of eating, it's a pattern of living, and 50 grams of carbs for one person may be fine, but the next person may be able to go up to 75 to 100 grams of carbs and still stay in ketosis because they're that active during the day. Thus factoring in the calories in versus calories out side of eating. Drink a lot of water. That's critical too. My doctor always says that. That water is so important for anything, especially dudes that are on like supplements and that are taking TRT and stuff like that. If you don't drink enough water during the day, sometimes I don't say the word right. Your hematocrit, whatever your hematocrit level is, it'll go through the roof, and they can pick that up right away. They know when you're not drinking enough water because those numbers start throwing your hormone levels and your chemical balance off. You need to really be drinking enough water. So I try to get at least a gallon a day in because I'm a bigger guy. Yeah, hematocrit. So throw this on here. Let's see how this feels. I'm not gonna go too crazy with weight today. I'm not feeling like trying to go heavy or anything. I just want to do some volume work, get some of this blood sugar out of my body. Oh yeah, I feel it pulling already. Phew. Oh yeah, that feels good. You can't cheat this. You have to stay. It won't let you cheat. Gotta get used to it again. Feels weird. Feels good though. Feels real good. Merry Christmas. I feel the tricep tendon still tight from overworking it the last couple weeks. I think I'm going to try to throw a 25 on each side. See what we can do here. See what kind of trouble I can get myself into. A lot of fruit juice in between water intake. Yeah, but fruit juice is not really all that healthy for you. Just all depends. How much am I curling? Not very much. That was just like 15 pounds on each side, and then the bar I think weighs like 30 pounds or something. It wasn't very much at all. I'm trying to do more volume work to really kind of activate. Whenever you don't put enough weight on the bar, the device that you're using, you got to do more volume work to activate muscle fibers that are not getting activated with more weight. So there's a toss-up. If you go 4 to 5 reps, you don't get enough into the hypertrophy phase of your workout. You don't get proper growth, but you do get stronger because you're loading it up to the point where you can only get 5-6 reps. If you go between 8 and 12 reps, and your third and fourth, maybe even fifth set is where you're failing around 8, you've got just enough hypertrophy, you've got just enough muscle activation, and you've got just enough growth where that's the sweet spot for the majority of society. Once you start getting into super high volume work with lighter weight, you got to do way more work, and it takes way longer to actually get done with your exercise. You expend way more energy, and you lose way more, or you actually will eat up more glucose in the body because you're having to work harder with less weight to get more muscles activated. When if you would have just increased the weight, you could have spent less time working out on that set, activating more of the muscle fibers. There's a whole give and go here. If you don't really want to get bigger but you want to get stronger, heavy weight, very low reps is the way to go. If you want to get extremely lean and just spend a lot of time in the gym and really activate and work for a very long time, and you're training for like more of an endurance type athletic build and body, then you want to go high volume, almost to the point where you're just extremely depleted when you leave the gym, to the point where you just have nothing left. But if you want a little bit of both worlds, spend less time in the gym, activate muscles more, and actually have a more realistic approach to how we do things in life, the key is 8 to 12 reps with just enough weight where you're failing at, like, I like to do like 1 or 2 warm-up reps, and then I'll get into my working sets, which are typically 3, sometimes 4. But when I get to my third set, I need to be failing at that like 8, 9 number. So, and I didn't get that. That's not from me. That's knowledge that was passed on to me from trainers, bodybuilders. If you watch Lee Priest, if you watch Arnold, if you watch Jay Cutler, Ronnie Coleman, you never really see them unless they're training for a specific type of activity. You never really see them trying to go for 20, 30 reps. They don't do that. They typically stick between the 8 and 12 rep range, maybe sometimes going up to 15, but you never really see them going over that. Why? Because they figured out, I need more work in the gym, I don't have enough time, I need to start putting more weight on it and getting these muscles activated in between that 8 and 12 rep range, and that's how they do it. I've been watching their videos heavily for years, but recently, over the last 6 months, really watching and soaking in as much as possible, and I found that I'm able to achieve better success working out in the garage in a very much less amount of time, doing the 8 to 12 rep range, and actually gaining tons of results much faster this way than going to extreme volume. There's actually research studies and stuff on it, like colleges have actually done research studies on it as well, that the 8 to 12 rep range is the key. That's where you really want to be. Oi. Oi. Yeah, Hafthor's all right. He's not the go-to, though. Brian Shaw is my go-to. Oh, God, this feels good, man. This is way harder. That feels good. Oh yeah, that was a huge investment right there. That was a good investment in getting that thing. When you extend, try leaning back a little bit. As I said earlier, I'm not going for these super concentrated, and I don't like to lean back, because if I lean back, whenever I lean back and I go to come up, it's harder to close that gap. And a lot of people don't understand that. Different people have different styles of doing things. I like to stand more upright, and when I curl, I typically try to close the gap at the top, because a lot of people are trained incorrectly. A lot of people are trained incorrectly. When they come up, if they lean back, they have a tendency to use the leverage of leaning back to close the gap, or if you're standing up straight and you come up, you actually have to purposely try to squeeze and focus on the contraction. The reason I say that is I was watching I think it was a Lee Priest video, And he said, how do you think I got my arms to look so good? A lot of people stop. When they come up, they think they're done because they can't go no more. Their biceps are stopping their arm from coming up. But that's not, you're not finished at that point. If you just increase another inch or two, you actually close the rest of that muscle off and you squeeze it. And if you think about what you're doing, it's almost like you're trying to squeeze a golf ball right at the tip of your bicep. And that fully closes the gap. What are you talking about, James? I'm lost by what I'm lost by what you're saying. I'm just trying to work out, bro. I'm just trying to work out and talk to you guys. My, I'm not sure what you're saying. Why do you lean back? I try not to lean back. If I do, it's just because it's the English I'm putting into it, and I'm trying to stop from doing it. I'm definitely not looking for. I'm not looking to be extremely critiqued. I've lost over 100 pounds and put almost 2.5 inches on my arms. I'm not. Oh yeah, no, I'm not leaning back. I'm actually trying, when I'm showing you guys, I'm actually trying to lean forward. I'm not going like this. Maybe it's camera angle, I don't know. I'm gonna loosen the strap up a little bit. I find that but anyhow, yeah, I think overall people just, they don't get extremely good results because they work out way too hard. And if you guys oh, beautiful. Beautiful. You guys should, we should do this thing. Merry Christmas to you as well. We should do this thing where some of us guys get up, or gals that if you're watching as well, where we get up and we can make it a solid time, like 5:30 in the morning or something like that. Yeah, I would say 5:30 in the morning because I gotta leave for work at 6:30, and we should get on here together. You know, all of us work out, find something to do. Doesn't even all have to be the same thing, or we can do the same thing. Oh yeah. Okay. 35 pounds on each side. I'm gonna try to shoot for 12. I'm hoping I can get 12. I'm already starting to feel the burn because this is a different type of workout for me I haven't done in a long time. Ugh. Oh my jeez, man. You feel like with this thing you literally feel everything. Whew. It makes you feel like your head's gonna explode because this thing forces you to like get every part of the movement in. You can't, it's almost impossible to like really cheat like you normally would be. Jeez. That's it feels great. No fat no more. Now it's just big ham. I don't know. I'm half tempted. No, wait. I got to do curls or tricep extensions. I'm half tempted to just throw the 45s on here and try to press it out for maybe 1 or 2 sets. Should I put the 45s on? I got in my I put my 42 pants on that were just a little bit loose a couple weeks ago when I wore them. I have this favorite pair of like tactical style khaki pants. They're way too loose now. Way too loose. So I bet you I'm easily I was saying like I bet you I'm like a 38-40 before, and I was like kind of like guessing. I'm almost sure I'm a 38-40 now. If I get down into a 38 by my birthday, man, you know how happy I would be. I've got a month to do that. I'd be so happy. I'm at least, I know for sure, at least a 40 right now. And with how loose those 42s were, I bet you I could probably fit in 38. It might be a little tight. Try and take it a little easier on the tricep extensions, because this tricep where it attaches right here, it hurts. It's like I've been overexerting it. And they're getting there. They're not as huge and as jacked as I'd like for them to be. I'd like for them to be quite a bit bigger and toned up, but with progress, trying to get the ultimate dad bod. Progress. I think I'm going to turn the other heater off. It's already hot enough in here. Well, that hurt. I just dropped that 45-pound plate on my big toe. That did not feel good. So, yeah. Don't do what I'm doing, children. You'll hurt yourself. It's probably going to be black and blue for a week. Yeah, that did not feel good. That hurt really bad. Really bad. I'm sure I'll feel it here in a second. My body's reaction to it was to like make everything completely numb because it fell right on the top of the toe, right where the joint's at. The show must go on, folks. The show must go on. Okay, this is gonna hurt. Ugh. 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 Woohoo! Ah. Ah. Yeah, I feel it right now. It's swelling up, but I don't want to look at it. If I look at it, it's going to make it 10 times worse. So, I'm not looking at it. Merry Christmas, Ken. Oh, man, that sucked. That really, really, really sucked. That was not a smart idea. I should have been wearing my boots. Maybe that should be a new rule. You know what should be a new rule? It's not that. I need to put an easy curl bar out here, like or a bicep curling station out here, and that would have never happened. The shit you catch on camera. Look at this idiot training in his garage. Don't be like this, folks. Oh, wee. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. It's too damn early in the morning. You went up to 10-pound dumbbells? Beautiful. Keep it up. Boss is not even on Christmas Day. Well, I try. Does my wife ever work out with me? Yeah, she used to. Lately, she's been just focusing on the baby, man. She's got a lot to do with her own job and keeping up the house and stuff like that. So she does a wonderful job with all that. She stays really active doing all that. So honestly, she doesn't really have a lot of time to come out here and work out with me. I think here in the future, especially after the new year, we'll both have more time to do things. So, and the baby's about to start walking. She's been trying to walk for the last couple of weeks. So I think it'll get better. I think, it's up to the wife to be motivated in that area. I can't make my wife come out here, and plus with as much as she does during the day, I'm sure her energy levels are extremely low by the end of the day. I'm parched. I don't know if you can tell it in my voice. I should have brought water out here with me and I didn't. All right. Start out with something light. You want thick arms, like thick biceps? This is how a lot of the bodybuilders say to do it. Do hammer curls inside the chest and hammer curls outside the chest. So down the center of my chest, I try to come up and touch my chin. They said this is what makes them wider. The other curls are what make them taller. I try to leave my elbow next to my side as much as possible. It's not going to be perfect. You're going to move a little bit. Switching between that and then coming back over here. Yeah, can't see very good there. Back over here. Yeah, I will. I'm only doing like this is probably going to be my last like superset. Not really superset, but superset. Just wanted to burn off some of that energy from last night. We get home till late, so I'm sure the baby, she's exhausted too. So it's been rough. The holidays, sometimes the holidays end up being more stressful than you'd like, for sure, because you're trying to entertain family, you're trying to get it all together, you're trying to make sure everything is cooked, all the presents are wrapped, you didn't forget anything. Sometimes the holidays are more stressful than ever regular day or regular life, so it can be a blessing and a curse at the same time. Merry Christmas. What did you say? Yeah, wife is happy with my workout results. I mean, I think anyway. I'm sure she wants a healthier husband to be around longer for her and the kids, so I'm sure she's happy with it. She's paid me compliments and stuff, so she notices. She's paid me a lot of compliments actually, so Merry Christmas. And my wife's done good too. My wife's lost like 30, 40 pounds already. She's done amazing. So hey, Merry Christmas. Take care, busy. Happy holidays to you. Greetings from North Carolina. I watched dozens of your videos over the years. Do you think Ford will ever make the Panther platform again? God bless. Man, if they did, their stock would go from $13 a share, fucking $60, $70 plus a share, man. It'd be the smartest move they ever made in their life. Come back out with the Crown Vic with a Coyote and a 6R80 in it. Oh my God, would the freaking sales go through the roof? They don't understand how much money they would make. You think the Mustang sold a lot? Everybody out there buying every single freaking Crown Vic, Grand Marquis, Lincoln Town car they could produce. So I have a buddy on here. He's from Canada. He was leaving work, and he looked across the street, and there's this gorgeous looking like the light tannish brown, like more of a tan Lincoln Town car, and it had super low miles on it, and it was in mint condition. He went, I think he gave like $5,000 for it, $6,000 for the car, and he bought it, and then he makes a lot of money. He's a firefighter, engineer, chemical guy, and stuff like that. And he does he owns his own trucking company or whatever. He's got several trucks that he runs where I think he moves like gravel or something like that, or earth type substance. He moves from locations, dumps and everything. And then he's also, I think he's got some kind of other gig as well. So I bet you he makes close to $300,000 a year. And he bought that, actually probably more than $300,000 a year with the trucking outfit. He bought that Lincoln Town car, took it to a local speed shop that he trusts, and he told them, I want the engine and transmission ripped out of it. I want a power by the hour harness put in it. I'm going to order a 3rd gen Coyote and either 6R80 or 10R80, I forget. And I want that put in that town car. I want the differential done. I want a Ford racing cover put on it. I want everything tuned to the max, so it's a naturally aspirated 5.0 liter, either 6 or 10 speed Lincoln Town car, tuned to the gills. The thing makes like 460 horsepower and like 500 foot-pounds of torque, naturally aspirated. And this thing is like a little snot rocket going down the road. And he says it just absolutely performs phenomenal. Yeah, it is the best when the significant other notices. I wish I could get done with my, you see the transmission's still sitting back there. I haven't got around to putting that new transmission with the 3,000 RPM stall converter and stuff in it. I'd like to hurry up and get that done, but I can't now. It's winter time. So I'm not going to be able to finish this until after winter, which we got a couple more months of at least. Woo! Yeah, the long wheelbase is a much better. I wish Ford would do something like that, man. That would be amazing if they did something like that. I think one more set, and then I'm going in. Ooh, wee. Dropped a 45-pound plate dead set on my toe through a pair of soft house slippers, and I didn't break it. How in the heck is that possible? Caught on camera. You say, how big are my arms now? My arms like 20 and a half inches. 20 and a half inches, something like that. They're thick, they're just not defined. So I'm working on that now. Okay, that's it. That's all she wrote for this, folks. I'm gonna put my sweater on and get out of here, get back in the house. Maybe have another, or drink probably 32 ounces of water and then have another cup of coffee. Let's see here. Hold on a second. We can do it this way. We can do it this way. Let's see here. Let's see here. Yeah, I got some presents. Right here. Yeah, worked out with working out almost 21 inches. Without working out, about 20 to 20 and a half inches. Because when you work out, your arms grow like probably a half inch, 3/4 of an inch. So between, like I said, between 20 and 20 and a half inches is exactly how big my arms are. But that's coming from 18 inches like 5 months ago. So to grow that much in the last 5 months, and mind you, I've been completely honest with you guys, I am on gear. I'm not like completely natural or whatever. I'm taking 200 milligrams of testosterone cypionate, which could almost be considered a cycle. Most bodybuilders will consume between 300 to 600 milligrams a week of testosterone cypionate. Some will consider 250 and above a cycle. Other guys would consider 200 and above a cycle, because most doctors will put you on like 100 to 150 milligrams a week to correct testosterone levels. But my doctor was like, no, we're going to bump it up a little bit. 200 milligrams a week for a guy like you that's losing weight and is fit and is active every single day. That would be great for you. It would put you in a good standpoint. You're going to gain a ton of lean muscle mass, and you're going to be extremely happy with it. So I've been honest about that from the beginning, so it may not be as easy for somebody else to do what I'm doing, but I am on 200 milligrams of test a week. But I've also been honest. I've never lied about that. Damn, some dubs his arms. Um, oh, guys, this toe is starting to hurt. The throbbing is starting. And oh, I feel it. I'm gonna have to put a bag of peas or something on it. It hurt. It's starting to hurt bad. I'm laughing about it now, but I bet you I'm gonna be in pain later. Bought a used Ford Edge, 170,000 miles. It gets 28 miles to the gallon. Any maintenance advice? I'm not a bad guy. Super glad. I don't fight people anymore, man. I can fight, and don't get me wrong, I love to fight. I just don't do it. I don't see the need in causing physical harm to somebody else, even if it's to justify, even if it's justified and somebody's talking trash to you and they're trying to get under your skin and they're in your face and stuff like that. I might be tempted to swing, but I'm going to make sure if I do it, it's going to be not obvious, and I'm going to hit you first before you hit me. That's just how it is. I don't like to fight. I don't think violence solves anything. And I'm of the mindset, I'm going to be 40 years old. I'm not about to jump on the ground and tussle with some young guy. If I feel threatened, my life is threatened, you're just going to get Swiss cheesed up. That's just how it is. I carry every single day. I'm not going to even risk the fact that I might lose my life fighting somebody else. You're just going to get tossed up real quick and look like a big giant piece of Alpine Swiss. That's just how it is. And I'm not going to stop until you're not moving. But that's only if I feel my life is threatened. Other than that, I used to be a rough guy. I used to fight everybody. I would want to fight everybody and everything. Not no more. I just don't see the need in violence. It's just not necessary. Okay, y'all be blessed. Take care. Merry Christmas to you. Thanks for hanging out with me this morning. Thanks for being positive. Thanks for the channel growth. Thanks for engaging and always trying to make sure that I'm moving to the next level. Checking in with me. I appreciate those of you that have been getting up and working out with me. It's amazing that you have found success in my journey to help motivate you to do better on your own. And I appreciate that. And I thank you for telling me that as well. It means a lot to me. Be safe. Hang out with family. Check, like I said before, check on somebody you haven't checked on in a while. Maybe reach out to somebody that you haven't talked to and you've been on the fence about talking to, or that you were friends with at one time and you stopped talking to. Just reach out and say Merry Christmas to them. Let them know you're thinking about them. That could be the one message or the one phone call that's the life or death decision, and you don't even realize it. Take care. Be blessed. Y'all have a great one.